What's going on, YouTube? I know I've been gone for a while, but I am back now. I know it's the end of the year, so we're gonna kick this thing off with a Q&A video answering you guys' questions. I put it out on Instagram, and you guys gave me a lot of questions, so I picked out a handful of them to answer, just to kind of recap the year, give you guys a little insight of what's going on in 2022, and then just to get to know me a little better as always. So hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and much love as always, and many prayers your way. First question, favorite place to eat in LA? So I've actually been to a lot of places, a lot of steak places. If you're looking for something more higher end, I would definitely recommend Roof Chris. If you're looking for something more on the lower end, Poppy's Tacos and Churros is a really good taco spot. So those are my two recommendations for you. How do you feel you've grown as an athlete and a person over this past year? Definitely as a person, being able to get to know my teammates better, becoming more of a servant leader, serving others instead of trying to do everything myself. Just really growing as a person in terms of like having more humility, and being able to understand people instead of just thinking it's one way all the time and thinking my way is right all the time. So, and then as a football player, really just the mental side of things, being able to process things a lot faster, see things a lot better, and being able to Who's your favorite NFL team? So now that I'm in Vegas, or now that they're in Vegas, it's going to be the Raiders, obviously. So hopefully I get drafted to the Raiders if, I decide to go that route. So, yeah. What is your favorite game you've played in as a Bruin? That's a tough one because there's been some pretty exciting ones this past year. I definitely have to say LSU. That was definitely an unreal experience, being able to be there with the whole stadium packed out. I've never seen it like that. And to be able to go in there and beat a really good team at the time when they were number 16. So that definitely was a big week for us, and much needed win for sure. If you could share one piece of advice with freshman you, what would it be? Definitely to live in the moment, be where your feet are, just, grasp and soak in all of each day for what it is, and don't really look ahead and don't really look behind. So, do you like throwing to Kyle or Kaz more? Well, to be fair, I do throw to Kyle a lot more. We have a lot more chemistry. We're always on the same page, and that's kind of who our offense is centered around. So, with that being said, chicks do love the deep ball. So me and my boy Kaz, you know the deal. So, I'm sorry guys, I'm recording this on New Year's Eve, actual day, so there might be fireworks and a whole bunch of craziness in the background. What do you take pride in the most? Definitely being myself. I love who I am. I love me. I love the people around me. I love, my supporting cast, my circle. So definitely taking pride in who I am as a person, as well as who I surround myself with, for sure. What is the next steps in YouTube? What should we expect in 2022? So obviously growing. I love to be creative, and this is definitely an outlet for me to do that. So definitely growing that way and just continuing to put out more content. And then, 2022, I feel like it's going to be my most, content-wise year, with NIL and all that stuff coming along. And, it's go time, whether I choose the NFL or whether I choose to come back to college. I'm going to have, opportunities to make content and show you guys my day-to-day life and what I'm doing and how I'm training and all that stuff. So, and then as well as I'm making a podcast, so there will definitely be a lot of content to expect in 2022. What was your pregame routine like this year? Very short, very simple. Didn't really do too much. Obviously, keeping everything centered around God, as He pushes my machine around, and so always having my Bible with me, picking out a verse for the game, and having that stick with me and really feeling, his presence while I'm out there. And then as well as just, just working on my breathing techniques. That's the one thing I've learned from Aaron Rodgers is being able to control your breathing, control how you feel, and being able to center yourself with, yourself through your breathing. I found it's been very beneficial for me this year for sure. Something you overcame this year. Well, besides the obvious injuries, I fractured my thumb and then, I banged up my shoulder pretty bad during the middle of the season. So obviously having to overcome those, I finished strong still. But I mean, really just any and all adversity, it comes in many different shapes, sizes, and forms. And so, just being able to keep a level head, being even keel, nothing's too big, nothing's too little, just taking it, like I said, for what it is and keeping it pushing and figuring out a solution as the problems come. So, would you ever consider doing high school or youth camps for young athletes? Definitely. I want to get to looking into that this off season, putting out a camp or something, a quarterback camp, get you guys out here, whether it's in LA or Vegas, trying to do both. But yeah, that's definitely something to expect for sure. Don't know if I'll be able to push it through this off season, but definitely next off season for sure. So, have you ever struggled with depression or anxiety? Yes, I think everybody does. Like I said, in many different shapes and sizes. But for me, my freshman year was a really rough time for me and a really rough patch in my life of, we were losing. I was the star quarterback. I was supposed to bring everybody up with me and bring this team back to life, and that didn't happen. And so getting a lot of the criticism and stuff that I got, it was rough. I had to lean on a lot of my family members and my friends and my teammates to get me through that and to get me where I am today. So, I couldn't be more thankful for that. But, if you guys ever need anything, don't be afraid to reach out. Even if you just hit me on my spam account, I will respond, give you guys some tips and pointers, or even if you guys just want to talk, bro. I know how hard it is sometimes in life. And so, I just want everybody to know I'm here for them, for sure. They have a spot to go, for sure, over here. So, favorite piece on the chessboard? Definitely the queen. She can do it all, and she can definitely hurt you in many different ways. And for me, in my playing style, I want as many queens as possible. So, trying to move those pawns and save them up to get the queens at the end is definitely how I play. So. And then my favorite move is obviously the kiss of death. So being able to have the queen and the king meet and in the game right away too. So how was it working with Coach Gundy? Coach Gundy is an amazing coach. I love him to death. Me and him have a very unique relationship than what I've had with other coaches in the past. He's really a player's coach. He understands, being a college quarterback, being a kid, as well as also trying to make it to the NFL and what it takes to get there. And so, with all that being said, I think he's helped me a lot, especially this past year, being on me really hard, making sure that I do the little things right and that I check off all my boxes or, there's consequences. And, he's let me know that. He's been on me tough, and it's definitely made me the player I am today and definitely gotten me through this season. And having such an amazing season he's been a big part of that for sure. Talk about your mentor, Seth, and what he's meant to you. Seth has meant everything to me. He got here during my freshman year when I was going through that rough patch. And, back then, now that I think about it, he was kind of my therapist and somebody who I could lean on and talk to all the time about just any and everything and all the problems, as well as all the success going on. And he always has an answer for every solution, it feels like, with how smart he is. And, I'm very blessed to have Seth in my life, and as well as, he teaches me chess and gives me a new outlet to have fun with and all that stuff too. So I'm very blessed to have Seth in my life. Favorite play this season? Definitely the hurdle. It's got to be the hurdle. Special moment. I wish the I wish we weren't beating them as bad as we were, so that way the fans were still there. But nonetheless, it was still a special moment. My teammates loved it. The fans loved it. Everybody was so excited for me because I was finally the one I wanted all year, and it couldn't have come at a better time too. So, how has football changed your life thus far? Words cannot describe how much football has helped me change both my life and my family's life. It's done things that a lot of other pathways in life would not have done for me, for sure. Show us your shoe collection. Well, I'm in Vegas, I'm not in LA, so most of my shoes are out there. But for what I brought on the trip, I can show you guys what I brought on the trip. Hold on. So here we have the Balenci Triple S's. It's probably what I'll be wearing tonight for New Year's, so there's those. We have the casual Jordan 1s. I beat these up. These are like I said, I wear these with some sweats and a hoodie, and we call it a day. So then, I gotta go to a nice dinner, put some Dior's on. I got the little B. It's kind of hard. So shout out my boy Q Knight for being a plug. Again, sticking with the nice attire. Just in case I go to dinner, my sister's birthday is coming up, so we'll be going to a nice dinner probably. So here are some Chelsea boots. And as you can tell, I like to bring shoes for every occasion. So here are the house slippers, Crocs. Shout out Crocs, because these are my most comfortable shoes ever. They are fur, so comfy. The inside's fur too. So shout out Crocs. Just got sponsored by them. Love you guys. These are my favorite pair. Then obviously we gotta do a little heat check on the feet. Nike slides. Can't go wrong with them. Walk all through the house, outside the house, anything, just in those. So what do you journal about? So in previous years when I journaled, it was just really random, whatever I was thinking, seeing, or hearing that day, or at that moment. Just write it down, draw it down, whatever. But now, going into 2022, it's definitely going to be more of a day-to-day basis. So towards the end of the day, just kind of writing down my feelings that day, how the day went, what went on that day, and just kind of keeping track. So more of like a autobiography or something I can look back on come next year, and how much I've grown throughout the year, so I have it on record and can look at my growth and stuff. If you could trade lives with anyone in the world for a day, who would it be and why? That's a really good question. Probably Justin Bieber. I would say Drake, but I know that's OD. So I would definitely do Justin Bieber, just to see like what that side, the music lifestyle is like, and like the work that he has to constantly put in to be at the top. So it's not like you just make one hit and you're there forever. Like you constantly have to put in that work. So just seeing like how much he works, is it like harder or easier than being a football player? And then the celebrity side of things, like how is that really being a celebrity? You can't leave your house without people all in your face, or people want to ask for autographs. I know I get that like a very, very, very small scale. But to see that on like a huge scale like he has, I think it would be really cool too. So what is your favorite class or classes you've taken while being at UCLA? So I took a class on dinosaurs, and they actually said that most of the dinosaurs, not all, but most of the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park and Jurassic World and all that are not real. They're made up, and there's maybe about 2 or 3 in there that are real dinosaurs that actually walk the earth one day. And then I took a class on planets, taking a movie class that was pretty interesting, showing like black horror films. So a lot of Jordan Peele movies. Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, there's a lot of interesting classes at UCLA. I just haven't taken all of them. So I just want to say I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for constantly supporting me. You have no idea the impact it has on me and the people around me that you guys constantly support me. Just because, you know, I genuinely love you guys. I love doing this type of stuff for you. I love being on here and just expressing myself and who I am as a person. And so for you guys to be able to listen and really care about what I have to say is awesome. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays, a Happy New Year. I wish nothing but blessings for you guys in 2022, and hope nothing but the best for you and your family. So I love you guys.